Okay, oh.
Give me some ball space, man. Like, encroaching upon me.
Hey, I got my own ball space.
No, man, like... You already take over most of the frame. Like, give me some ball space.
This, yeah.
Okay, we'll just...
You've got that there.
Leave me some ball space.
There's the line.
I just want some ball space.
There's the line.
Alright?
You know we are like light and shadow.
Yeah.
White and black.
Look at that.
Hat, no hat. Glasses, no glasses. Beard, no beard. White, black.
Yeah. Can't fight, can't.
Welcome back to another mini rules ramble. I'm Oliver, or Oggy, or Obby, or Ovi, and this is Jet, or Jeti, or Etai, or Etosin, or Jet. Which I already said.
You can just call me the sexy beast one.
Yes.
Hey, ladies.
Nothing creepy.
If it blips.
If it blinks. Alright, so we're going to cover circumstances.
Sorry, that's an inside joke, by the way.
And we're not going to explain it. Circumstances. They are a feature of immersion. There are other games that have some similar things. Like backgrounds, for example, is kind of similar in White Wolf. I don't know about the new version. Haven't really seen it.
I haven't played it, no.
But the old one had backgrounds, which was kind of cool. I believe Fate has some stuff similar. You know, basically what it does is you get certain levels in circumstances like wealth, allies, equipment, and you get them at character creation. So you start off with a car, a rifle, or whatever, and it costs you experience, right? So other people are focused more on skills, whereas you've instead focused on amassing equipment and contacts and so on.
This goes along as well with our experience dump system of character creation. You know, you're just given an experience pool of 1,200, 1,000, or whatever it was.
Probably going to be less now.
Probably less with the new experience system and all that, and the new stats. And you can really build your character from there. He may be a complete weasel, but he talks to a lot of people, so he's got a lot of context, a lot of, you know, people are on favors. He might have some enemies because of it, but, and, you know, maybe he's got a bodyguard.
Exactly.
And that's all, you know, circumstances.
That's right. So the canvas is massive. You can literally make whatever you want for any sort of campaign you want.
Yeah.
Whether it's Infected or anything else, right? But say, looking at Infected, for example, because that's our game that's currently being developed and most people are playing, right?
Yep.
Say you want to play as a lieutenant who has a platoon of soldiers. Okay, cool. You can do it. You can get minions and you can have a whole bunch of soldiers who are your minions. Now, if you were playing with a whole bunch of other characters who were, say, interested in delving into the ruins and rescuing, or not rescuing, but like salvaging stuff out there and then selling it,
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't work very well. So your narrator should just talk to you and be like, okay, the campaign we're playing is not really like that. It's not really a military campaign, so let's shelve your minions for now.
Yeah.
Or get the other guys to be part of your military unit, and they also have ranks, you know, certain status level, and they can have their own squads or whatever, you know.
But it's an interesting aspect where, you know, circumstances will tie in with the game that you're playing. So if you're actually playing like a lieutenant or, you know, a commander of some sort, you don't necessarily have to spend your experience on, obviously, every single person in your under your control.
Yep.
But circumstances will apply to characters that are close to you, like NPCs that are close to you, such as your second in charge,
Like a teammate.
teammate, maybe, you know, there's like some medic that, you know, there's something like that.
Yeah, or you've got allies.
Yeah, so you'd have like a large group of people under your control, but there would be certain people that actually do like above and beyond for you.
Yeah, that's right. So there's a couple of different ways you represent it, and we like to keep it flexible, fluid, think with it, play with it. That's the idea. I mean, it's a game, you just play with it, right?
Put a bit of logic in it.
Yeah, definitely. A healthy dose of logic is good. And the narrator's rule is what stands. So the narrator goes, oh, it's going to work this way. Well, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You know, and players can feel free to go, oh, what about this way? Or how about this? So let's think about it this way. And to add character, rather than trying to make an invincible character, it's impossible in the system. Anyone can die pretty easily. So let's just make characters that really our characters, and then it makes an amazing story, right?
You gotta remember, like, someone who's leading a lot of people has got to have the necessary skills.
Charismatic.
Charisma, command, and like
Presence is the attribute you'd use.
So like really having what it takes to keep people going. Otherwise, you're going to lose people under your control,
or have them rebel against you.
Yeah, you know, you could be
whatever.
You could be a crap leader, and your troops would leave you after a while because you make bad decisions, or you make a bad decision or a good decision, but can't make them agree with you.
On the other hand, you could be like somebody who has a whole bunch of soldiers and you're a technical genius, but you're no good at talking to these guys.
Yeah.
And you're really unpopular, so you win a whole lot of battles, but they don't really like you very much.
So maybe you've got an underling who does all your talking for you.
That's right, another party member.
Yeah.
That could work, right? It really does depend on what game you're playing. Some examples, right, of how flexible this can be though, because circumstances can also act as an additional die that you use for a roll.
Yeah.
So say you've got allies, that means people you know, people who will hook you up with certain things, people who will help you out. They're not guys who are going to come to the gun range and fight, the infected for you. That's not what they do. But they will find somebody who will sell the stolen goods that you just brought into town.
Yeah.
Or that will dispose of the bodies that you just made. Or somebody who knows the person that killed the guy that you're trying to find, or whatever, right? So, if you're investigating something in a place, you could add your allies as a third dice. You might roll, tact, which is your ability with words, to talk to people and find out things, plus investigation maybe, and then plus allies. So you get 3 dice. So say they're all at 5s. I mean, you could get a good roll on that one. And you could get some extra successes. It really gives a bonus.
Like, there's some people might think, oh, what's the difference between walking into a town and fencing stolen goods to like some guy you find? The difference between that is like the ally is someone you can really count on, and you're going to be able to like fence your goods safely without, unless under extreme circumstances or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Without them going, oh, I'm going to rat this guy out for $100.
Yeah, that's right.
Or like a chicken.
A couple of chunks of silver. And then there's the other point that it can just give you, successes wise, just for the roll, it can give you bonuses.
Yeah.
So it's a good way to get extra bonuses on a roll. If you just want to make it a simple roll, you do it or you don't. Cool. Well, you got extra successes, or you didn't. If you didn't, well, I guess you didn't find an ally that could help you with that. But if you did, oh wow, there's a guy in town, blah blah blah, right?
Yeah, I know him through a friend of a friend. He's a solid dude.
Yeah.
Done me a favor in the past.
Exactly. And of course, the more difficult it is, the more penalties you might have, so the more you might need allies to really be able to do something really tough.
Yeah.
It all factors in. Wealth is another example. Using as another die. Say you bribe somebody. Well, add your wealth.
Yeah.
As a die. It might drop your wealth down a notch for a temporary period until it replenishes. But
we've been toying around with like wealth fluctuating and like the circumstances fluctuating a fair bit, and it's been good so far. I mean, we're still learning our way, but yeah.
Absolutely. Like in the game, you could do something that you lose a whole bunch of money.
Yeah.
Your wealth drops.
Gamble all the way.
Yeah.
Invested
bad choice.
Invested in Japanese porn comics that they're gonna take over the market, but it doesn't.
Nobody reads Japanese.
But don't blink.
That's right. So that's really about it, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that, I think, makes sense. Keep it flexible. Keep it fluid.
If you have any questions, please ask. Pop them on the comments below. We'll keep a track of it, and maybe we'll make a mini rules ramble for you.
Exactly. Happy to do so.
Yeah. And if anyone wants a shout out, ask. Maybe we'll shout for you. You can't do it. You don't have to do it.
I got stubble.
So from Oliver and myself, it's been a mini rules ramble. Ramble on.
Ramble.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-